Hey, how's it going, everybody? So, continuing my brush reviews on the declaration knots. So, we're gonna be going in order still, and today going with the B5. So, I left the brush unloaded just so that I could show the absurdly jelly tips that this particular B5 has. So, there you go, just re-wet it. And when I squeeze it out, there are the gel tips. So this is just absurdly jelly. I mean, it's the jelliest knot I've got. I'm gonna get loaded here today, going with upside down terror. But yeah, this is the jelliest brush I have by far. Jellier than my B1. Probably just maybe slightly more jelly. Maybe the 26mm tip knots are equivalently jelly, but this just blows them out of the water in density. So it's pretty hard to compete with this one. So the thing is though, not all B5s are like that, which kind of segues into a discussion on variation in naturals, which is almost a whole nother topic. But yeah, B5 is one of the most sought after batches in declaration. So prices might be a little bit higher, unfortunately, and they're going to be a little bit rarer to find. But if you can get your hands on one, especially one as gelled as this one, you are going to be a very, very lucky person. So I probably loaded way too much for the Excelsior base, but that's okay. Just gonna get some of this excess off. I really enjoy this synthetic menthol. Or, synthetic menthol isn't really the right word, is it? It's more just a cooling agent, I guess. But it feels really nice, and it doesn't kind of create the same fumes and kind of eye irritation that I get, and I know most people get from mentholated soaps or mentholated products in general. It's just a really nice, cool feeling, and that's about it. So I'd definitely like to get more soaps with this synthetic cooling agent in there. Or one of my buddies actually just picked up the cooling agent on its own, and he's testing out just adding it to his brush after he loads it. But anyway, back to the B5. So this knot is pretty much what I'd call the definition of a luxurious knot. It is soft. There is pretty much no scrub to speak of. It has nice backbone due to the density and the loft. And the tips, as I said, are just absolutely plush. Yeah, this thing basically like lathering up with a nice cloud, or just, think of any other soft analogy you can. This is pretty much it. The handle is actually not a declaration. It is made by Wild West Brushworks, and this was the first custom handle that I bought. Not custom, but I mean artisan handle. And the funny thing is it's kind of like that Jefferson shape, but I had no idea what any of this was. I didn't really do very much research. This is when I kind of first started, and I just heard about declarations, so I decided to go for one. And I got this handle, sent it over to Scott, and this was my very first declaration knot. And I got really lucky. As I said, not all B5s are jelly like this one. This one is kind of in a category of its own. But yeah, B5 is just a great batch. Even if you don't get these gel tips, from what I understand, they're all very soft, all very luxurious. Not a lot of scrub. So I do like my scrub, but I do also really love this brush. Man, this soap is cold, but it is nice. But if you're chasing declarations and you get the opportunity to get one of these, so long as the price for it is not absurd, I'd recommend picking this one up for sure. Because even if you're someone who's into scrub, it has enough backbone to not feel floppy. So it doesn't feel, I want to say, overly soft, if that makes any sense. Like, it is absurdly soft, but because of the backbone, it keeps it from feeling, I don't know, when I feel brushes that are really soft and they're lofted a little, not too high, but just not low enough, they end up not really feeling like they have a lot of anything there, you know. Just kind of feels like you're just lathering up with almost nothing. So yeah, this brush is definitely, or this knot, I should say, is definitely not that. It definitely feels like you have a knot there, but it is just uber soft. So that concludes my review on the B5. Just some last minute words is, yeah, just super soft, nice amount of backbone, zero scrub. It's very dense, so it is a little bit of a lather hog though, so also keep that in mind. So when you load this thing, you do want to load pretty heavy. But aside from that, thank you for watching. If you just came for the review, hope you found this informative, and yeah, see you for B6 hopefully. Alrighty, so here's the shave. So I've got 2 days of growth. Razor I'm going to be going with is my Max Brecker Near Wedge 19/16 blue Paua scales with the gold lip, mother of pearl inlay on the tang, and the 3 dots in the spine. So this one's absolutely gorgeous, as are all of them, kind of. But anyway, yeah, so someone asked me in the comments on my last video, sorry I haven't responded to that one yet, but they asked me if I'm a badger purist. I mean, yeah, I kind of am, to be honest. I do have synthetic brushes, so this is a TDR with the boss knot, and this is a, oops, dropped something. This is a turn and shave with a quarter moon. and my experience with synthetics is kind of limited, so I'm not like a super connoisseur of anything really. Maybe straight razors at best. But I mean, with straight razors, I only really use maxes, so I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur of anything. But yeah, with synthetics, I've tried those, and I'm not too big of a fan, you know. And I'm not writing synthetics off by any means. I definitely think that in many ways, quite honestly, they are superior to badgers. I mean, if you are shaving purely for like function and cost, synthetics are cheaper. Synthetics have to load less. They have better flow through, and because of that, they just overall lather better. So really, if you're looking at it from kind of an objective standpoint, synthetics are better. So I have no problem saying that. I fully acknowledge that. But I just prefer Badger for whatever reason. One of the reasons is I like the traditional aspect of wet shaving, and while my razors and brushes and soaps are very not traditional in the sense that I'm using very modern products, I do enjoy that traditional aspect. So I like Badger for that reason. I do have Boar, and I do like Boar. It's just Badger is just softer, and not that I need soft brushes, so I guess I could whip out a Boar every now and then. My other issue with Boar not so is they are generally on the smaller side. Okay. I mean, try to make this one pretty quick. But yeah, Boars are a little bit on the smaller side, and to get a bigger Boar knot, a lot of the times you end up paying close to a Badger knot. I think, you know, I could be wrong. Not saying anything is absolute with that, but just gave yourself away. Well. But yeah, I like the kind of the individuality of Badgers. That makes any sense. I kind of like that every knot's a little different, because you can get kind of the same knot over and over again and get slightly different experiences from it. So I think that's pretty cool. very nice shave so far. Awesome. So, one more pass. So I hope everybody's been enjoying the kind of random talks at the end of the shave, or the end of the reviews. And you know, if you came for the review and stayed for the shave, I appreciate that. Alrighty. Dry off. Clean up. Quick strop. And last pass. But as far as fitness stuff goes, yeah, just been trying to keep consistent on my workouts. Yesterday, I was supposed to train legs again, but due to some like really severe calf tightness that's even still affecting me today, I ended up training biceps and shoulders, which sounds like the most gym bro thing to do, you know, ditch legs for arms, but arms are like my biceps are kind of like genetically one of my weak points. I don't really have very good development in my biceps, and because of that I figured I'd prioritize them in my training. So yeah, just went for some biceps, and who doesn't want some wider shoulders? So and I'm going to a jiu-jitsu open gym today. This will be my second time going, and pretty much just looking forward to getting my ass kicked. But yeah. Nice shave. I think I'm going to save my lather for a neck cleanup. But yeah, that was really nice. This cooling agent is just really good. It is quite cold though, but in like kind of a different way than menthol is. And I did pick up the aftershave, so it comes with this little warning to keep away from eyes and anything that you may not want to freeze, i.e. probably downstairs. But we'll get this on. I've heard this stuff is really cold, so kind of both looking forward to and dreading putting this on. And I've also heard it lasts a really long time, so if you're living somewhere that's hot, probably be pretty cool to pick this stuff up, especially from you. But I've had friends say that the cooling effect has lasted for like upwards of 8 hours or something insane like that, so be testing it out. It's actually not quite as cold as I thought it would be, but still definitely there. But yeah, Terra has a really nice like natural peppermint scent. I was a little worried about like a toothpastey peppermint, and not really too sure about frankincense. I had a bad experience with the soap that had frankincense as a more forward note, so I was a little unsure of what I was going to think of this one. But Terra is really a keeper to me. It's really good. And I mean, I can make use of it year round around here. But anyway, that's the shave, guys. Thank you. And yeah, hope to catch you in the next one, and probably try to have more of a little bit of a discussion planned. But anyway, cool. See ya.